Before we get into the video, I did say in the last one I was going to start doing a few giveaways. So I've opened 20 Antwerp capsules, and as you can see from the footage in the background, didn't really get anything good, but nevertheless, all of the 20 that I opened, I'll just be giving the stickers away. If you want them, just let me know down in the comments below and I'll pick a random comment and then send you guys a trade request. I'm not sure whether I'm going to send 20 of them to 20 different people or 20 of them to one person. It kind of depends on how many comments there are, but there you go. Today I wanted to talk about investing in Krakow 2017 capsules, the Challengers and Legends autographs. They're obviously already an extremely premium price, which definitely makes them risky, and don't get me wrong, from here on and in the video, this is not financial advice, but I do think there is still some extra potential. If you look at either of the capsules at around the October 21st, 22nd kind of mark, you can see that they were at sort of a local top, so I think it was around the £67 price mark for both of them. And then they did dip back down to about £50, and they've stayed there for quite a few days. But if we take a look at the Challengers, they're now back to all-time highs. In fact, on the 31st, the average sold price was £71.92. And for this reason, I do actually think that the Legends do have reasonable potential. So when we had the 21st peak, what actually happened was the Challengers sort of came up to around that sort of price point a few days before, and then the Legends followed up. And at the moment, there's about an £18 price difference between the Legends and the Challengers autograph capsules. As you can see from the chart, the Challengers autograph capsule is now in new all-time highs. It's basically in price discovery. It's never been this expensive before. But the Legends are still below where they were in mid-October. So if I were to pick one of the two to actually go and buy today, then I think that the Legends makes a lot more sense. But at the end of the day, this is speculative investing. There is still big risk, and when you're buying things towards the highest price that they've ever historically been, you have to be fully aware that there are reasonable risks associated with it. The other thing which is always worth bearing in mind when you're looking at things that are at all-time highs is to try and figure out if it's in just a complete bubble or not. And if we take a look at the buy orders, you can see that there's a reasonable price floor at around the £50 price point now for the Challengers. And then with the Legends, it's actually a little bit narrower. There are people willing to buy them at £50.39 or lower, which is much closer to what they're actually for sale for. But it's quite a thin buy order chart, so there is reasonable chance that it can come back down, and it doesn't take a lot for it to dip back. So as you can see from this thing, we don't really have a buy wall on the Legends until about £38.77. So if you're deciding to try and buy these today at around the £50 sort of price point, bear in mind that there is a reasonable chance that it can come back down to below £40. So it is risky. This is just something that you're going to have to decide whether it's worth it for you. It depends on your financial situation, really. If you can go and buy something that's £50, £60, buy several of them, and it doesn't affect you day to day and you're not really going to have to sell anything, go ahead and do it. But what I would say is, if you really are having to scrape together some pennies just to try and risk it for one of these, I'm not sure if that's the wisest idea. I think there are some much more potentially lucrative options in the short term, you know, with things like the Stockholm 2021 Hollows. Several cases are on discount at the moment. That there is potential there. And my final thought really on Krakow 2017 capsules and whether now is a good time to buy is bearing in mind that it's been a good amount of time since we've had an operation. There's reasonable chance that we're going to have one potentially even in December. So I would definitely bear this in mind strongly, not just for Krakow 2017 capsules, but just about anything with CSGO investing right now. That every single day that goes by that we don't have an operation, the chance of having an operation come soon just increases. So there is definitely a lot of risk right now with buying Krakow 2017 capsules. Do I think that there's profit to be made? Absolutely. I still hold several of them and I don't plan on changing that anytime soon. I think that there's a lot more room to grow. However, I do know full well that whenever this operation comes out, they can, within a couple of days, they can go from £70 potentially down to 30 or 40. It's a pretty big risk. So that's all I wanted to say really about Krakow 2017 capsules. It's definitely not what I would consider a no-brainer to invest in at the moment. I would maybe wait until the operation comes round, take a look at that. The other thing as well to look at is just the quantity on the Steam market. So what you don't really necessarily want to see, but it does happen a lot, is as the price increases, the supply also increases, because sometimes people buy things thinking that an item is maybe more rare than it actually is. A good example of that is the glove case. There was only a few thousand on the market, and then once the price started rising, more and more of them were listed for sale because people holding on to them decided that it was enough profit for them to cash out. This could easily happen with the Krakow 2017 capsules. I absolutely guarantee you there are far, 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 far more in private inventories than there are for sale right now. And it doesn't take a lot for these people to start cashing out, and you don't know what price point that they're willing to sell these things for. It might be 70 quid, it might be 80, it might be 90, it might be 100, it might be 1,000. We honestly don't know. So my overall conclusion is I would be very, very careful if I were you about buying Krakow 2017 capsules at these price points. If I were to buy one now, if I just for whatever reason, if I just really wanted one, I thought that it just made complete sense to buy these for the long run, which, you know, it may, then I probably would just pick the Legends over the Challengers, simply because of the fact that there's an £18 price difference between them. This price has been really neck and neck in, you know, very recent history, the last few weeks, couple months. I wouldn't be surprised if Legends catch up. Obviously, on the other hand, Challengers might come down to the price of Legends as well. We really don't know. But until the new operation comes out, this is just a general rule in the whole of CSGO investing. Whenever there's a reasonable chance that an operation comes out, just don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't invest super heavy. There's a very good chance that you're going to be able to catch some much nicer discounts if you're willing to be patient and wait for a few months' time. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped you if you were considering buying Krakow 2017 sticker capsules in CSGO. As I said at the start of the video, I'm giving away 20 Antwerp stickers because I opened the capsules. I was going to give away the capsules, but then my gambling addict brain just made me have to open them. So there you go, you're going to get some shitty stickers instead. If you want them, comment down below. I'll do a random pick and give them away.